Heyo everybody. Hope you're all doing well today. That's in music. Where is it? There it is. And a random bout of stream lag. That was random. It lagged out quite fiercely there for a hot second. It's probably just a case of my laptop broke up. But, hey ho. But, yeah. How are all you lovely people today? I, myself, am doing pretty well, actually. Hey. Nothing too crazy today. Well, didn't do anything too crazy today. Though you do have that new event in Arknights, starting up today. Right, I did the 3 temple. I only got the new 5-star. Which, I'm not gonna lie, it's weird because I'm used to my gacha luck with Arknights just being ridiculous. Like, there have been times where I've pulled the limited on the free temple you get every time they run a limited banner. I suppose it's probably because it's one of those banners where I generally want quite, like, characters from it. Because the new limited character is a alter of a character I really like anyway. But it also helps that she's overpowered. Her sister, who's a non-limited on that banner, is also kind of overpowered. And you also have one of the other most OP operators in the game, well, limited operators in the game, as one of the off-rate limiteds. So, yeah, I guess I'm gonna be doing some. Guess I'm gonna be playing a lot of Arknights. Next week or so. If only if I had a better laptop, I would drag you into that rabbit hole too. That and they've updated. I think they've updated IS2 as well to be more in line with IS 3 and 4, where it has the different difficulty options and that. They know what the fuck their plans are for recreation algorithm though. Like, I don't think they've touched that. But hey ho, I've always cared more about IS anyway. But that's how it be. me get the game loaded up. Ow. And also get the thingamabobs up on my phone. Yeah. So, yeah, we're gonna be playing some what's it? Some Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Oh yeah, there was a festival over weekend. Yeah, I didn't think we would be getting festivals for the pay DLC. But hey, free shares, free shit. So I think this one tile is really cool. Then again, that's literally what the short this week's gaming trivia short is about. This one title, because it's a cool ass nod to. It's one of those. Once you realize it's a reference, it is a lot cooler than you think. Alrighty, so today we are doing online races, but with a twist, right? The twist is, well, there's wheels on our vehicle, there's a wheel to steer, and we're using wheels to choose, specifically the ones I have set up on my phone for it. Because, yeah, doing online with a wheel picker, was tied with me just grinding out the rest of the rivals I need to get supersonic. So I decided, hey, why not? Why not do the wheel thing? Because I'd already set it up on my phone anyway, just in case. Okay. And let me this one. Just so I'm just gonna leave that child because my brain's blanking on how to spell character. Oh yeah, I have wheels up on my phone for all the characters and all the cars. So, and I'm gonna do like 5 or so races as each. Well, 5 or so completed races as each thing. So let's see what the wheel of the phone says. And for character, we have Sage.
Yes.
And let me open up the vehicles one. Guess how many entries are on the vehicles wheel? Like, there's 28, 26 to 28 on the characters wheel. How many do you think are on the vehicle wheel? Over double. Like, 58. So, to be fair, I did include my customs in here as well. Just to kind of throw myself a little bit of a bone. And ironically, it decides to choose one of them off a gate. So, okay. So, alright. Now, let's do some world matches. And no, I'm not randomizing the gadget loadout. Like, because otherwise we would be here all day just by spinning wheels. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't think the wheel would be merciful and pick a custom off the gate, but hey ho.
Hello, everyone.
I didn't even get to see what my stats were. At least I have a decent handling stat. But yeah. Metal Harbor. Sonic Adventure 2. And the character I'm playing as is Sage from Sonic Frontier Game of Origin Sonic Frontiers. Custom 2 uses the front half of the Sakura Board and the back half of the Type S stream. The Type S stream being Storm's board from Sonic Rider Zero Gravity. Alright. Glad I chose not to also have my gadgets at the mercy of the wheels. Because, this is my preferred gadget setup for Extreme Gear. And in general, this is just a really good solid setup. Like, oh shit. I don't actually need, like, level 3 boost gadgets. Actually, I want to go down. I actually like taking the lower routes on Steampunk City, personally. It could just be my weird... He got the Miku too. I at least took someone down with me. This reminds me, I very much got to just lock in at some point and just knock out a ton of the time trials. And Grand Prix. I'm playing so many different games at the moment, is trying to get through so many backlog. It's kinda crazy. Like, Vampire Survivors, I started a new game on that not too recently. Same with Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Then I also have all the other games that I need to finish, like Astro Board, Xenoblade X Definitive Edition. I'm surprised I haven't actually finished that one yet, considering it is one of my favourite RPGs. Just in general.
Where did I miscalculate?
Yeesh. After a Grazer starts.
Good.
Oh yeah, I'm not that far off of going up to B rank. What other games are in my backlog? Armor Core 6 is another one. I also want to catch up with Ark. Oh, I want to
Greetings.
catch up with Ark Knight story, main story stages as much as I can. Because, to be honest, I don't play Ark Knights too much, and when I do, it's usually just bugging about in one of the events. Can't think of any. Oh, and the Castlevania game. Oh God, did it have to be? Did it have to be Blizzard Valley? Yeah, before anyone else, I do not like Blizzard Valley. I know. I guess it's partly because I am one of those people that just keeps their bum on the accelerator all the time. And I need to learn to not do that as much. Which is ironic, because I have played a Trackmania game, so you'd think I would have a handle on that right now. My only issue with the music in this game is the quote-unquote lyrics. Because I can't fucking understand what they're trying to say. And like, it really bothers me. Thank God it wasn't White Cave. This one I do like. I do like Digital Circuit. Sword being in front of 3 monster trucks at once. Okay, if folks keep bumping into me, I'm gonna switch to my sodding ring thief setup. for my ring setup. Because I have mini ring thief on that, and I'll shut these bastards right up in terms of that. Though, to be fair, one gadget I have found is actually really good. Collision boost. Right, hear me out. You get bumped around a lot in this game. And to literally be able to benefit off of that. Oh my. There I am. See, that lower path I can do quite... Well, that turn in general I can achieve quite easily. I feel no remorse for just point blanking that shadow like that.
Outcome. Is B minus where you... The B minus or just where you start getting auras rather than gadgets? Because I do feel like I have all of them. Ooh, North Star Islands. From Sonic Superstars. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that shadow in the retro future, like... The retro future just... is really good looking, car. I think I actually use the front half of it for one of the speed customs. Yeah, because it's the front half of... Well, Speed Custom 1 is the front half of Metal Sonic's car and the back half of a Mirage Blade. Custom 2 is the front half of a Retro Future and the back half of Metal Sonic's car. And I've accidentally made it look like something out of fucking Speed Racer. I was going more futuristic Grease Lightning with it, but... Still looks bloody cool. Honestly, I don't use acceleration characters nowadays. I suppose where I put a lot of value on the boost and handling stats. That's how I've just done. Though being said, there's one combo I really liked using in the open network tests, but I do sometimes find myself coming back to, and that is a speed character in a acceleration vehicle. Yes, your handling's not the best, but your speed and acceleration usually end up pushing like the 59-60 mark at the very least. Yeah, sometimes if I'm using extreme gear, I can find myself front running without even realizing it. Because if I'm honest, I just end up in a bit of a flow state with it. I've gotten scarily good at snaking. Like, scarily good.
Good.
And yeah. But I will say this. If you're running something like a speed or power character in a speed vehicle, you're better off not actually snaking. And just finding other ways to speed yourself up. Ring boost is probably a good one. I love the fact that Tails is using the minecart square wheels with just a normal ass handling vehicle. Ah, he changed them back. Ah, he changed them. I would have kept it like that just to annoy the hell out of people. And we're back to North Star Islands. You know, you must think it would be weird for Trip, like, unless it's specifically implied that she just keeps in general contact with Sonic and crew after events of Sonic Superstars. Like, he must have not seen them for a fair number of years, and then they come back with a bunch of people she's never seen before, and they start racing. Like, he must have been a little bit weirded out by that, you gotta admit. I'm overthinking this, but it's what I do. Oh yeah, you can use Void as a way to deal with certain projectiles. In a sense, you can use it in the same manner as you do Tornado. Wish. That's not gonna do much. That stage was in a power vehicle. I'm trying to learn to take my finger off the accelerator with tighter turns. But yeah, I do worry it slows me down a bit too much. Oh, I can take the shortcut. Yeah, that shortcut's evil in Grand Prix. Cause, of the fact that they hide a red ring on that shortcut, which you can only get to if you're using a boost item. And even then, you have to really cut the corner to actually get the red ring, because it's right on that right hand side of it. Oh shit, bank up.
You are reaching peak efficiency.
Ice Aura. If I ever make myself another custom, I go for it. Oh, it's that one. Okay. Yeah, it's not Blizzard's alley. If there's two things I'd say in this game, I'm at the part of ticket grinding that I'm kind of dreading. When it comes to getting the platinum, the course icon decals, they're 200 tickets each. The horns, which are 500 tickets each. And getting the AI racer skin for a character, which is 7,000. Well, to be fair, with that I would probably do course decals last, because I'm not really gonna use them. I never got why people just popped, use the dark chow thing, gadget, cause yeah, it was a one slot gadget, but there are a ton of other more useful one slot gadgets that are going to be useful for the entire race. Uh-oh. I was about to say, that's probably aimed at me. At least with the sub, I can get my rings back fairly quickly. Especially so, cause Dragon Road. Close. I go point blank by the Omega. Fuck you, Omega. Got me item stolen. Got me item box in it. Please piss off. Yeah, that's one thing that does annoy me a little bit. Both players and AI can get very shovey And it's a little bit irritating, I'm not gonna lie. I wish the Nether was turned into... Well, there was a... You had the track and a cross world in the pay DLC. That way I could have an excuse to have the Nether as a cross world, so I could listen to the Pig Step remix more.
Supposed to be better than this.
Ouch.
Good.
Oh, you do still get gadgets. Okay. I wonder if this is like that would be the last gadget I would get. Well, my only issue is the fact that some gadgets are locked
Greetings.
behind online play. Because what happens when the servers go down? Unless Sega has an idea for that, which... Considering that they have said that, yeah, they are going to make festival rewards available to people who didn't play the festival later on. Wouldn't surprise me if I did the same. For like the stuff you get from online play. Or they just made it that you still have to earn the rewards, but it's not actually online and you just go up against high level CPUs or some shit.
Full acceleration.
Yeah, that's probably one of the few things that makes people who use Monster Truck at the beginning of the race kind of panic a little bit. People who use Dark Chow, because they have to essentially use their Monster Truck immediately, otherwise they lose it. But I don't get why I'd use that gadget either. Like... At least the Dark Chow can somewhat give you a start at the beginning of the race.
Maximum output.
Ooh, frenzy.
This looks nice.
And we're back to fucking Dragon Road. With the drift boost frenzy. Apparently that shit works with the gadget and the level 4 drift does make you invincible. Which, yeah, on a track like this, that would be fucking overpowered. Oh shit. So I saw something chunky in the rearview mirror and panicked. Or whatever counts as a rearview mirror on extreme gear. Dang it. Ah, the Age screwing someone over at the end of right at the end.
Where did I miscalculate?
Thing. It's a thing with kart races, but it just kind of feels especially annoying in this game. For some reason. Right. Let us roll for our next combo. Yeah, I couldn't think of a proper rhyme here. Alright, let's see what we get. Ooh. Okay. So, for character, we get Rouge. For our Minecarts. Okay.
Hi there.
So that is a double dose of handling. Isn't there a ringing that... Oh no, wait, that's perfect charge. I will go... Ring range. But yeah, handling character and handling vehicle. The only kicker here is, I'm not the only one on this, but I don't like Rouge's voice in this game. And again, oh, the other Rouge is literally using the front and back combo I use for Speed Custom 1. Like I said, which is oh, they switched to a Sonic using the V-Spike. Right, let's see what we get. Pumpkin Mansion. Basically what happens when you fuse Hand Castle with Pumpkin Hill. Very appropriate for the spookiest time of year. Is this a bad time to mention I'm not really that much of a Halloween person? I know. I think all the costumes and like gore and that sort of thing always put me off as a kid.
Let's go.
Ow. Yep, spin drift ain't gonna save me from that. The only thing is, I need to keep boosting this because I have fuck all speed. The only thing with using a vehicle the same type as a particular character, yes, you double up on the strengths, you also double up on the weaknesses. And we're going Dragon World again. At least we got the drift frenzy. But I think that Sonic does have the gadget equipped. Pitch. Still think my favourite, like, in the race part, you'd have the teams of racers using the AI racer skins, right? That's where those skins come from. My favourite one to go up against is Team Eggman, because they're 4-character team. And their gadget plate has spin drift in it. So you see 4 characters doing like synchronized spin drifts. And it's really funny to just watch all of them just go off at the same time. Like, I can't help but crack a smile at it.
How's that? Perfect like me?
Oh god, the spin drift even works when we're doing the victory animation.
Oh, very nice.
It is amazing how strong handling actually is as a stat in this game.
So,
I know, it just is.
Hi.
looks good. Hey
Let's
guys.
see, what's
Come on. Hey guys.
oh yeah, one thing that struck me as interesting in this game, so in kart races, you typically have like a kind of character or a kind of vehicle that's high acceleration and handling but low speed. The acceleration characters and vehicles have high acceleration, decent speed, but low handling. Like, it was like a sudden paradox. It just kind of works for some reason. That also means speed characters have decent handling, but low acceleration. Boost has, well, high boost and low power. Power has low speed? That's what I didn't notice of it. But that's why I really like pairing power characters with extreme gear. Because where they're not as, well, where they don't have as strong of a speed stat, and they still have decent handling, and they do actually have decent boosts too. They're just a good fit for extreme gear. Like, a lot of my early time in this game was spent using Werehog on an extreme gear. Just because it, well, it just works. Sure, throw everything at me at fucking once, guys. I just point blanked 2 people there, and I don't feel bad about either instance of it. I just thought of a very apt analogy for items in online play in this game. When it rains, it pours. Like, when you get hit with one item, about 5 more are sure to follow. I think it probably stings more cause where the game's generally got a bit of a higher skill ceiling, it hurts when random bullshit girl screws you over.
Oh, very nice.
But hey, that's just kind of how it is. No, wait, is it some 1,000 tickets for the AI Racer skin or 3,000? Can't remember. I think it might be 3,000 or something. Because I'm not sure they would want to put a platinum behind that sort of thing. Just for one character. Because you don't need, like, the final titles you can get from a character by the friendship system. Or the platinum. You just need to get the... what's it? The skin. And to be fair, they're cool skins. Ah, bollocks. I think that's the first DC. Right. We haven't done Radical Highway yet. Radical Highway. Yeah, with Extreme Gear, if you bump into anything or anyone, you losing rings. Like, smack into the side wall, you lose rings. Smack into other people, you're losing rings. I don't know what I did, but I kinda salvaged the situation there, and I don't have any idea how I did it. Also, ow. Weak Mountain. I was always so about this level, back in Sonic Colors DS. I know, it just wasn't that interesting of a level for me. Good shit. Oh shit, do not go into the back of a monster truck. That would not be good luck. Nope, I can't even land on the thing. Shit. Tommy, piss off. Get goot, bitch. Ouch. Yikes. Literally everything happened at once again. That was slightly terrifying.
Not my usual style. Oh, very nice.
Oh, very nice. Hi, Novum. How you doing? Yeah. Hope everyone is doing good today. See, what ones we got?
Hey!
Mystic Jungle ain't bad with handling, character and vehicle. Well, with a handling vehicle. Part of me still wishes I was using, the first role, cause I think that Silver's using the... one we had for Boost Custom 2, which was front half Sakura, back half Type S, from the looks of it. Or it could just be they're using Sakura in whole. I know. Nope, that Silver's just using a recolored Sakura board. I remember before the game launched, a lot of people were, because of the presence of that board, and the fact that it's called the Sakura board, a lot of people thought that they were going to put a Sakura Wars character in the game. I was definitely very tinfoil hat a bit, but I gotta admit, it would be cool. And that's actually kind of what I want them to do with some of the free DLC characters. Go for the lesser known Sega properties. Again, Sakura Wars is a good example of that one. Definitely a weird old series, that one too. Did that monster truck literally just do that just to get me? Ow. I just got run over by a train? Chip. Oh, this is going well. Oh yeah. If you do go the bottom way, you actually get airborne earlier than the top way. Push.
Right behind you.
Oh, I very nearly got hit by that monster truck. Ow, fuck you. Ah. Oh. Got that one a bit
Enjoy
close.
the show.
Yeah. That's race number 4 with a setup, I believe.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, making it a point to do at least 5 races with each roll of the dice, if you will. I would say using a handling character with a handling vehicle isn't too bad. It just feels kind of slow. Like, again, that's why I don't really stack a character with a vehicle of the same type as them.
Let's go.
I like the color of the carbon metal Sonic is using. It's amazing how versatile multiple shades of the same color can be.
Very well. Let's go.
Now that shadow was getting a thumbs up from me That Shadow was getting a thumbs up from me no matter what. Like, I knew exactly what he was trying to do with that custom. Like, he was trying to make it look like the B-Dasher from Mario Kart. And yeah, he's kind of nailed it. Oh, I haven't never really seen people try to do themed customs like that before. Like, replicate a particular vehicle from a different game. Maybe I should try that sometime. Would be interesting. And from the looks of it, that Shadow's fighting with a metal Sonic foot. Whoa! Magnet slingshot. Yeah, damn. That Shadow metal Sonic would be going out front though. Ain't bloody seeing them again. Cause they are bloody gone. Okay. Yeah, I'm starting to utilize that little shortcut, if you can call it that. Oh no, wait, that's a B-Dasher shit. Oh, I actually caught up to the Metal Sonic and the Shadow. Shit. I missed the dash panel. I couldn't do the itemless boost. No, itemless shortcut. That's probably the most well-known example of an itemless shortcut. Oh yeah, it's lap 3. Yep. I am lucky. Dang it. Oh, that was a bit close.
This won't do.
Holy shit, there were 5 shadows in that lobby.
Oh, very nice.
It's the goddamn Yoshis all over again. We'll do one more of this setup. Because, honestly, it's not been that bad of a setup. Like, handling character, handling vehicle, yeah, it's a bit slow, but if you can work around it, and lean into that 50-ish boost stat, you can get some good results out of it. Not the best, but can.
Get ready. Do it.
So I'm just trying to analyze what parts everyone's using. Some people do just use a vehicle, well, a full vehicle, but it's just a different color. Oh shit, the Eggman's got the, no, the Omega's got the Eggman friendship emblem. Huh. some of the characters stand on the extreme gear in this game, like Creeper, Metal Sonic, and Omega just fucking ore farm on the damn thing. No, especially Creeper. You can't tell me they don't just ore farm on the thing. Eggman on a board type extreme gear isn't as cursed looking as I thought it would be. Like, Vector actually looks kind of cool on a board type extreme gear. I say board type extreme gear because in the Sonic Riders games, both Eggman and Vector, when he appeared in Sonic 3 Riders, they were both relegated to bike type extreme gear. Probably just to make life a bit easier when it comes to hitboxes and shit. Because they beat all. They didn't really have an issue with any of the other like tall characters, because Big was never in Riders, Omega never was either. And like I said, Vector didn't appear in the Sonic Riders game until 3 Riders. So they generally just stuck to the, well, typical size Sonic characters. With the only exception being Storm, like, who's a bit bigger. But then you got ones that, well, are normal human-sized. Like, Ulala or Knights. And they weren't relegated to, board types. No, bike types, I mean. I believe we snagged ourselves a first there.
That's
somehow.
How a pro does it.
Yes, we did. How the fuck?
Ooh, very nice.
Red. Now for the reroll. Okay. Mystical wheel? Who will you reveal? Zavok. Betty. And leader of the Deadly Six. The only thing about having 2 wheels is that I have to constantly load up the data for. And for the vehicle, Chaser, which is Espio's vehicle,
Let us begin.
and is a speed type. Okay, that's not a combo I really make use of. But it isn't a bad setup. Also, was it me or did they kind of style the wheels of this thing after, like, eyes of an actual chameleon? I don't know. Does anyone else see... chat, do you see the chameleon eyes on the, wheels? Or am I just going crazy again? There's probably me being going crazy again,
Greetings.
which, yeah, is not an irregular occurrence, let's be honest. Ah. 1 of 3, what will it be? Radical Highway. Well, to be fair, it is a good track. And not a bad one for this setup. Like, there are plenty of boost panels. Also, I'll likely not be employing Snake in here. Cause, well, like I said earlier, you don't want to be, well, a lot of people say don't snake with, speed vehicles. Alright, let's see if I can pull this up here. That was glorious. I think we're gonna have a pretty successful one with this up. The only thing getting hit really hurts us. Alan's at 44, which ain't that bad. Which... Bad idea. Yep. The mighty Zavok has been good. This will not stand. Yeah, I still can't do impressions. I just don't have the, what's it called? Inflection in my voice to really get it to work. Okay, why did he laugh? Does he like going skydiving without a parachute? I don't know, I have a thing about heights.
On my part.
Could have been worse.
Good.
I really wish they would bump up the ticket rewards. Like, it's not so bad at the beginning when you're doing Grand Prix. Cause, well, every time you get all red star rings, you get like about 20 to 30. Hell, if you get all of them on your first run through a track, you get 30.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hmm. Alright, what one we getting? Ocean View. Kinda figured we would get that one. Not my favourite track in the world. Oh shit, we got a Festival Top 1000. My question is, what are they gonna do with those titles later on? Like, not the sort of title you can just give out. I'll admit, I prefer the previous version of this track a lot better. You know, the one from Transforms. I know. This one's just not as interesting to me. I think it's cause it, like, for one thing, it actually had hazards. This version just kinda doesn't. Like, they couldn't even bring back the octopus mech thing for the water section. I know, it's not a bad one per se. It's just kind of a downgrade compared to the transformed version. Boys, tip with those kinds of items that can get you through stuff like laser or chill. Use it to go into a shortcut. Well, go into a shortcut, then use it, because it will shoot you through the shortcut.
Acceptable.
And yeah, it'll just kind of extend it. Also, same thing if you do it off-road, because obviously it's not going to be affected by the road. You can also kind of use laser as a extra, well, layer of invincibility, because when you're actually in the laser state, you are invincible. Yeah, there are a lot of items in this game that have invincibility now, think about it. No wonder they didn't straight up bring back the invincibility power up from Team Sonic Racing. Cause yeah, it's the whole everyone super no one is situation. Oh, we got War Palace. No relation to the one from Sonic Rush. Don't care what anyone says. It just really don't. Oh, we have both kinds of sages. During Frontier Sage and post and end of Frontier Sage. I don't mind this track. Not my most favourite in the world. It still reminds me of that one set of tracks from Disney Speedstorm. Anyone who's played that game will fucking know what I mean. To be fair, I think I kind of stopped playing Disney Speedstorm not too long after the Little Mermaid stuff dropped. That was fuck knows ago at this point. Like, I think I mainly left because of the because of the changes they made to it. Like, it just got very greedy. That's what happens when you make your arcadey style kart racer free to play. Greed's probably gonna take over. But then again, you're handling Disney IPs, so wouldn't be surprised if I had a hand in that. In some of those decisions. Okay, I'm getting used to taking my finger off the accelerator for a second. I forget there's two, what's it? Two blue capsules on this one. Ow! And how many people are going to suddenly shoot across there? No one bothering enough. Okay. That was actually quite a clean win.
You never stood a chance.
Huh. Maybe I should put Zavok in speed vehicles a bit more often.
Good.
Because, this has kind of been our best run of the night. Oh, I just thought of another idea we could do with this game.
How's it going? Hey guys.
Online
Let's go.
Nuzlocke or something, where we eliminate the character and vehicle every time we don't get like top 6 or something like that. There's an idea to put in the back pocket. And we're back here again. This is race 5, I believe? Did one on here, then I had to go highway. This might be 4 actually. I'll do another one after this just to and I pull this off. Not quite. But nearly there. I think I've already done like the time trial for this one on Sonic Speed. Cyberspace. You know, you'd think that this and having this and digital circuit would just be double dipping. Like, because they're both crossworlds as well. Oop. Yep. Somehow I survived that. Ah shit! Fucker spin drift. Yeah, I'm one keeping my feet on the ground with Mr. Spin Drift over there. Yep. Good. Watch me fuck up this shortcut. Get placed on it anyway. Yeah, and this is like that. Follow behind the monster truck, cause they're just gonna flatten everyone. And just push them all out the way for you.
Good.
Remind me to actually timestamp the VOD for this, because I feel like it would be appropriate. Then again, I have a bunch of other VODs I need to still timestamp. I still haven't timestamped the last thing of Shadow Generations. That's how far behind in the VOD timestamps I am. But I don't know, I have plenty of time next couple of days.
Do it.
Now part of me wonders what the Tyler LaBeouf Do It meme would sound like in Shadow's voice. Yeah, this is the random shit my brain comes out with. Oh, someone got Ultimate Racer. I believe that is the title you get from beating all the rivals in Grand Prix. To be fair, with that, you can kind of double dip a bit. You can work on that one, and you can work on the Mirror Grand Prix as well. Because you need to do that, need to beat all of those for that as well. And also complete one Grand Prix on Supersonic difficulty. Well, I'm half tempted to see try and do one of those in my own time before I unlock Supersonic to see just how hard it actually is. Right. Mirror mode's hard for me because it just throws off my muscle memory. Like, I think I'm getting the hang of yeah, I think I'm getting a bit more of a grasp on drifting a bit more. Right, so I was about to get a nasty surprise. And it was Shadow, apparently. Shit, I was trying to grab the thing. That double. Dang it. I always try to go low there because I think I can grab it. Yep. The throw everything at the person in front at once strategy.
A poor performance on my part.
That's just a thing of kart racers. That just happens.
Good.
Right. Wheel spin time. Okay. What we getting? On the character wheel. Wait, I thought I took Sage off the wheel. We'll re-roll again. And another power character. And the one I personally use a lot. Right. As for the vehicle, ooh. Okay, wasn't expecting not only in extreme gear, but one we used, well, one the extreme gear custom we used at the beginning of a stream, but the full board of it. Okay. Well, this works for me, because of the fact that, well, like I said a minute ago, at the beginning of the Zavok section, I put power characters on extreme gear quite a bit. Because, let me show you the stats spread real quick. Yeah, speed, acceleration, and power ironically aren't that great. Handling's 50, which ain't bad. But good lord, the boost stat! Like, 73.
Come on!
Like, if you can get a lead, no one's bloody catching you unless you get absolutely carted. Huge boost. Yep, huge boost. Like, and again, it's not the most ridiculous amount of boost I've had. Cause my preferred setup for time trials is Miku, who's a boost type character, on a boost, well, on extreme gear, with a set that has the boost vehicle kit, and that pushes the boost to about 90 odd. Because when you don't need to worry about getting hit too much, you can really, in time trials, power's actually a dump stat. Ooch, piss off. Well, the only thing with an extreme gear setup, getting hit is kind of punishing. I should have waited until that void disappeared. It ain't my bomb. One of the good things about extreme gears, but you're a pushover? Yeah, exactly. That is the main drawback of using extreme gears. Like, you're not exactly sturdy. Even with a power type character at the helm. But luckily in time trials, not an issue. That's why something like collision boost is a worthwhile gadget to put on. Because it makes it so every time someone does ram into you, outside of items of course, you get a boost out of it. It's also worth having a ring game that's easy to maintain. Like a ring game gadget that is easy to trigger. Like a good one is tricks. The trick one. Let's see. What other good ones would be? Any of the dash panel ones also would be good, because you'd want to go over those in extreme gear
Nice.
and such. Drift ones aren't bad, especially because I don't know exactly how the boost stat works. I'm not sure if it increases how long the boosts go on for, or how quickly you can build up a boost. But it's still a really good stat for time trial, because you are going to be boosting non-stop for the most part. Like either via tricks, drifting, or from the boost whiffs you'll get from capsules along the track. So those are best saved for like shortcuts and shit. Like any patch of grass. I'd say extreme gears are essentially the high risk, high reward playstyle. Like, the games are insane if it can get to work for you. But you can quite easily get screwed over. Dang it, I activated too late. At least when it comes to the weights, it hits both first and second. So if first and second are quite a ways away, it's not that much of an issue. And, well, if you get good with an extreme gear, or you get a clean run, you are just gone. Like, friction drift. The hell's that about? Quick and drift, slow down drifting in landform, but charge the drift gauge much faster. Oh, okay. So basically, what I'm getting from what that does, you're slower when you're drifting, or you don't drift as quickly? But you build up your drift a lot quicker.
Hey!
What's up?
Well, it's so weird to see Minecraft characters amongst, the usual Sonic cast, don't it? Yeah, for a couple of tracks of that, when they show up, you can kind of expect a lot of people to, go for it. White Space is the main one. I know, it's a good track. Still think they could have incorporated the castly bits into it a bit more. Like, have it so you drive past one of the boss gates or something. That's still a good track. Or hell, play the castle with Metal Overlord gate in it. There's a in Shadow Generations there's a sodding loop-de-loop outside there. Could have incorporated that into it if they wanted to. But still, they did a good job with it. Then again, they did a really good job with this game anyway. There aren't too many tracks I outright dislike. And the ones I do, I don't dislike too much. They're not like terrible. They're just not great. Oh shit! That's evil on a track with no rails. Okay, note to self. If someone's put magnets on this track, give them a unusually wide berth. Also, try to give monster trucks a wide berth too. Though, that won't always help you, cause those fuckers will try to ram into you, so... Yeah, I've screwed myself here. Unless... No, I screwed myself. I will say this, the quote-unquote shortcut towards the end of the final lap on that one, which are these tiny little platforms which A, are a pain to actually do, and B, barely cut off time at all. You know what they do in Grand Prix? They put a sodding red ring there. Yeah, some of the red rings in this game are just evil. Like, evil. North Star Island's another one. But I already mentioned that one earlier. The one that's on the shortcut path in lap 3. But you need a boost to get over the off-road and the gap. And even then, you need to make sure when you do in a Grand Prix to make a hard right almost immediately. Yeah, some of them are a bit too evil. I know they're just kind of there to show you alternate routes. That's why a lot of them are on those lap 3 paths, or paths that open up on lap 3. But yeah, not on some of those more optional, you need a mushroom or a crazy amount of skill kind of ones. No. I feel zero remorse for point blanking that Miku. You know all the tracks from Team Sonic Racing to make it into this game? Ocean's View doesn't surprise me, but I count that as a All-Stars Racing Transform track, not a Team Sonic Racing track. But the two that are returning specifically from that game are both ones that take place in Spagodia. Like, yeah, Skyworld works better as a Crossworld because of the fact that the interesting bit is the bit where you're actually in the bloody sky. So that kind of makes sense. Ouch. Shit. I thought that was a laser wisp, not a white wisp. Well, there were a ton of miscalculations there. Oh. Apparently that's the point where you can start going down. Now. I didn't think you could go down a rank entirely. Okay. Must be, the onwards that you can start losing points. So I'm guessing there's the point where I actually stop getting any new gadgets. No, we ain't done Cortan yet. my favourite stage in the world. I'm not the biggest fan of the ones that go full Yoshi's Valley on us. Okay, how many races have we done with a sub? I think this is like number 5? We've only done 4 spins of the wheels. Oh yeah, do this race, and then we'll do 1 more final spins of the wheels. Make it a 5, because my brain likes working in groups of 5. I know there's a really cool shortcut you can this track. I don't think I would be able to pull it off. I don't have the skill for it. Don't laugh, but I misread that guy's name as Disney for a second. Yeah, that's a problem I have sometimes. Sometimes my brain only registers half of what's happening. Ironically, that doesn't happen too much with video games. Like, I suppose because my brain just can quite easily focus on it. Yes, sir. Whoa! This will do. Ah, I didn't get the medal. Okay, back up to B. Right. 1 last spin of a wheel. Let us... What we get? Huh. We got Espio. Well, we did have his vehicle earlier, so... Makes sense. Back to load up the vehicle wheel again. Right. Come on, handling vehicle. This is the time I do want to use. Oh, we got Whirlwind Sport. Okay. That's not a bad combo at all.
Ready.
Whirlwind Sport is Tails' vehicle. And I said earlier that I really like pairing speed characters with handling vehicles. This is why. You have about 60 in speed and acceleration, a bit less in handling. And power and boost, don't really care too much about. Oh yeah. Oh, I will say, Espio isn't my oh, what we get? We got Espio in the Whirlwind Sport. So basically, we got Espio in Tails' car. Speed character in an acceleration vehicle. Which, yeah, I'm happy about that one. Like I said earlier, I just realized that Zavok is in Stealth Chaser, like what we were earlier. But yeah, I mentioned earlier that I like putting speed characters in acceleration vehicles, because it very nicely balances out stats a bit. You do have slightly lower handling, and your boost stat is up the tailpipe. Well, is down the drain, I mean. But I don't think this was the sort of setup you would be snaking with anyway. Boy, I'm glad that Miku's... Nope, that Miku fell behind specifically to do monster truck shenanigans. Yeah, if you see someone has the monster truck gadget, yeah, give him a wide berth. Unless you want to be mistaken for a deer-shaped bump. Sweet. You know, I'm surprised it's the first time we got this track to stream. First time we got Lost World in the stream too. Or Hidden World, I mean. Oh, this reminds me of a very interesting fact about Espio in this game. So, when you pair him up against Zaz in the Grand Prix, his rival dialogue is actually pretty interesting. Because he mentions, well, he seems to imply that he's actually fought Zaz before. But in the games, the two never met before this game. But a lot of people think that is referencing the IDW comics, where during the climax of the Metal Virus saga, essentially the point of the story where the Deadly Six hijacked the plot, groups had to go and retrieve one of the Chaos Emeralds from each other's essence. And Espio just happened to go up against Zaz. And it's not exactly the only time the IDW comics get referenced specifically in this game either. I think one of Zavok and Silver's rival interactions references, well, it as well, because Silver was essentially fundamental to finishing that, well, for beating Zavok and solving the whole metal virus situation. And one of the extreme gears in the game, the Wisdom Booster, is a reference to one of the characters that was introduced in the IDW comics, specifically Whisper the Wolf, as the extreme gear itself is modelled after her particular Wispen, the variable Wispen, which, unlike other Wispens which can only utilise the energy of one particular wisp, Whisper's variable Wispon can utilise any wisp really. But we only know it can, well, we only know currently it can be used with the 5 that hang around with her. But then again, Sonic Team kinda considers the IDW comics canon nowadays. They literally referenced one of the other IDW characters in Sonic Frontiers, because Sonic mentions a character called Tangle. He was also one of the IDW original characters. And said IDW characters are also shown up quite a bit in a lot of the mobile Sonic games. Okay, try not to bend all of it. Oh really, I just need to follow the leader a little bit, because how I have this gear plate set up, well, gadget plate set up, where if I'm behind someone, if I'm in someone's slipstream, I get rings constantly, and I have another one where I get a fairly sizable boost whenever I grab rings. The lack of handling's really kicking me in the arse a bit here. I won't lie. I have well and truly screwed myself over. Ah, ouch.
I must train harder.
Oof, that's gonna drop me down to B minus saying it.
Disdainful.
No, I just barely hanging in there. Yeah, main issue with this setup, lack of handling. It really kicks you on the arse a bit. You know, I do wonder if anyone's tried to do a Nuzlocke in this game. Like, it wouldn't be the hardest thing to do.
Hello.
Because,
Nice. See you later.
you would just need to, if you get below a certain place, you eliminate whatever character and cart combo you were using. Hell, you could even go even further and have it so that you only use customs during it, and each time you hit that lose condition, you lose those parts. I know, there's many different interesting ways you could do it. God, this feels so sluggish in the handling department compared to what we were using before. Not completely unusable, mind you, but you can definitely feel the difference in handling. Luckily, I'm getting a bit more of a handle on easing up on the accelerator. Ah, shit. Oh, dodged that by the skin of my teeth. Damn it. Damn it! Ow. Monster truck. I'll admit, this is such a cool idea for a track. Just go full on Night of the Museum. With a third map. Shame I was never the biggest fan of the Night of the Museum films.
Display.
I know. Guess even then I wasn't, like, the biggest fan of films. Or I was simply growing out of a lot of kids' films and such. Which could have been the case. But and I don't think I'm the biggest fan of Ben Stiller. Which could also be the case.
Hey guys.
Get ready. Hello. I'm leaving.
Pumpkin Mansion. Badger had a 6-star title. I wonder if that's the one you get for, like, quote-unquote completing all the challenges. But the thing is, like, there's one tab of challenges that's like, what? Something? And I'm not sure how you're meant to unlock it. And of course there's Shuriken. Wait, why are they showing Shurikens at me? I'm the goddamn ninja, I should be throwing it at them. Well, I think that's kind of the reason why I'm not the biggest fan of Espio. Just cause... Just cause I'm not the biggest fan of ninjas. Like... I know, I'm just not. And again, part of that might be to do with the fact that I used to watch a lot of Gaiden Goombas videos on that sort of thing, and he has sort of covered ninja stuff and culture and video gaming, or cultural references in video gaming quite a bit, and I learned a lot from those and how a lot of ninjas stuff in video games and media and that is just pretty inaccurate to what actual ninjas did. Like, for one thing, they didn't really kill people too much.
Good job.
Like,
Nothing more to be said.
assassination wasn't really their role. They're more just really stealthy scouts. Something.
Good.
Oh, one of the interesting things I learned from his videos is you know the whole cloning clone technique thing? That was sort of a thing? Like, they didn't use mystical powers to do shadow clone jitsu or something like that. But what they actually did is bunch of them would all dress up like each other. So that if they were discovered, their pursuers couldn't tell which one was which. Like, their tactics were more to confuse and disorientate
Very well.
pursuers so that they could, like, get away or something like that, more than harm. Like, they're also very resourceful. Like, like how some of their implements were, or some of their ninja tools were made out of, like, stuff they could get their hands on, like old farming tools and that sort of thing. Yeah. I just always found Ganja Goomba's, like, cultural references in video games and videos very fascinating. Shit. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. How many races we done so far? I think we've done 3? Maybe one more after this, just to make sure we hit the 5. We haven't encountered this too much. Like, sometimes instead of a crossworld, you'll just do a full lap on a different track, on a different full track. I think this has happened other times on the screen, but yeah, I can't remember. Someone's got Spindrift. The big boy's got Spindrift. Ow. Aha, screw you, Tails. Oh, come on. Fucking really? Well, that one from bad to worse.
I must train harder. Good.
I think I'll still get thing from that. Yeah, god damn, I got guide. This hasn't exactly been a great set. Which is weird, cause, well, I remember just not doing too badly with this set in the open network test.
Hey!
Hell, it's one of my preferred setups. Now then again, that was the open network test, so they likely tweaked things around since then. Like, they likely tweaked things for the full release. And we're going fucking back there. We'll likely make this the last race. Still, this was a fun idea. Last race? Yep. Yeah. This was a fun idea though, I will admit. I am definitely doing this again. The whole wheel thing. Oh, maybe next time we could do a version of this where it doesn't just randomize my character, it just completely randomizes custom vehicle too. But I'd have to set up a good couple more wheels for that one. Damn, what shoot? Ouch. Probably shouldn't have gone into that. Big boost. Whoever you are, thank you for taking the bullet for me. Ow. That doesn't give you an excuse to start Mario Karting me. Oh, damn it. I'm starting to not like this track. I'm starting to really not like this track.
Insulting.
How many tickets did we actually end up in the end? Like, at 519. Cool. I think. Alright. Might as well.
That's right.
Hey. Good. Why does this take so many damn tickets? The next reward is 1,000, and the next one after that is 1,500. Oh yeah, you do get tiles for this. Yeah, I've been clearing out a few of the challenges. I don't know which ones I want to work on in my own time now. Likely time trials, just knock them out. Yeah. Oh yeah, you get like decals and stuff. No, it never did show you me other customs. Yeah. Might as well. These are me speed customs. This one's actually one of my favorite customs in general, cause yeah, it just turned out fucking gorgeous. Like, ironically, both my acceleration customs use parts that I use for the acceleration custom in the open network test. Cause the acceleration custom I used in the open network test was back half of Hyper Scorpion and front half of Whirlwind Sport. This one serves me pretty damn well. This one's this one's weird looking, but it just kind of works. Like, I don't know. It just does. This one is just big and ridiculous and I like it. This one was just made so I have the second power custom. This is the one I use probably the most frequently. Because I'm quite good with extreme gear. I have a good setup for it a bit of the time. This one we saw earlier, like right at the beginning stream. Yeah, just wanted to show those off. But yeah, I think that's it for the game for today. Nope. Let us come back to here and just chat for like 5 or so minutes. Yeah. That was definitely a fun idea. Definitely doing it again. And you already saw that my brain's buzzing with other ideas. One could do one where you have wheels to just randomize a custom vehicle for you. But granted, you would need to set up multiple wheels. You would need to set up a wheel for the characters, and then a wheel for each vehicle type. And then you would need to roll those at least twice. 3 times, well, an extra time for the wheels if you're not using extreme gear. I don't think you could do one for gadgets though. Like, unless you do one for set up a wheel for gadget plates, which would be an interesting concept. You could also straight up do a Nuzlocke with it. Where if you fail to come like top 4 or 5 or something like that, lose that particular vehicle or character or vehicle parts, and then either keep going until you've hit a goal, or keep going until you've lost all your characters. As characters or vehicle parts type deal. Which, yeah, that could also be an interesting idea. Well, that you'd have to make it like an ongoing series, because there are a lot of characters and vehicle parts. I found that out when I was setting up the bloody wheels. It's like 30 odd characters and like in excluding customs about 50-ish, well, 45, 50-ish vehicles. Yeah, I'd say more about the 40 to 50 mark, because I included the customs in the wheels, so that added another 10. But yeah, still a fun idea. But I'm definitely doing it again. Hell, for those who like to do Sonic Racing Crossworlds collabs, like, there's an idea for you. You and your, or hell, even if you don't stream and you just play Sonic Racing Crossworlds with your mates, why not give the whole randomizing the whole wheel thing a try? You never know, you might find character vehicle type combos you didn't think, you never thought to try before. Like, I never thought to actually put a handling character in a handling vehicle, but turns out it's actually half decent. You don't have much in the way of speed, though. That's why I always found that putting speed characters in handling vehicles and handling characters in speed vehicles, or extreme gear, just works really well. Now think about it. Never specifically like stated what my favorite character of each sort of type is. Miku just is the only boost character outside of Supersonic, and you can't use Supersonic outside of Grand Prix, so Miku's a bit of a given. But I use her a fair bit anyway, cause she just works. Hell, Miku with an extreme gear, that's my time trial loadout. Always boosting, so the speed types have to be Jet. I was always one of those people that just really like the guy. I know. I just think he does make a good rival for Sonic. Not in the same way Shadow or Metal Sonic does, but I think he just does. Acceleration type. I don't use acceleration types all that often. I'd have to say at the moment, definitely Creeper, because the idea of a Creeper driving a car is kind of amazing. And the little guy just, well, quote unquote little guy, just kind of ore farms on extreme gear, and it's kind of funny. Like, dude's just kind of minding his own business, off in his own little world. Meanwhile, he's just standing there on extreme gear, looking dead ahead, just ore farming on your ass. Handley, Silver. Yeah, I really like Silver. I suppose another speed character I like now I think about it is Metal Sonic. Well, that's because, again, much like Jet, I've always liked Metal Sonic. Power characters. Really just, I would say Werehog and Big. I was always one of those people that did like Big, or at the very least didn't mind him. It's kind of weird. I remember there was a period of time in the Sonic fanbase where not that many people liked Big, but nowadays everyone fucking loves Big. Like, nearly everyone loves Big. And yeah, he's just a simple fisherman that's actually super powerful. And that. Really? No. I am very much looking forward to the other characters and vehicles they are bringing to the game. In terms of, like, characters, we know I'm presuming end of this month, we're getting Joker. If the next lot of paid DLC is like like the Minecraft one was, where it dropped beginning of the month, well, or a couple of days into it, would likely be getting the SpongeBob one early in November, and then each one late in November. And then I'd think after that they would announce the next couple. Because I'm guessing they might, well, because of the fact that you had Miku, Joker and Ichiban announced together, I think the three characters might be announced in groups of 3. Like, that would just make sense. We know about Knights. The back of the box quite literally spoils that. II is more than likely, especially with how Monkey Ball has been going kind of bananas, so to speak, lately. So they'll probably put him in there. wouldn't be surprised if his vehicle was similar to the All Stars games. Not sure what the other ones would be. I know sometime like early 2026, that is when the Pac-Man one will likely drop. I can't remember the other ones. I can't remember when the sort of general time they say the other one would drop. If I had to guess, now I think there is a roadmap yeah. But yeah, I do think the 3 characters are gonna be announced in groups of 3. So, yeah. So I'm fully expecting the next ones to be knights, because back of the box, it makes sense, and maybe another one. And that'll be the next group. If I had to guess, like, either one more, well, either like an obscure one, or like one more obvious pick. Because I would love for them to go into the obscure ones. Like Sakura Wars or something like that. Yeah. I think I went over this. I think I said all this last time we streamed this game, but hey ho. I tend to repeat myself sometimes. My memory can be all over the damn place. Yeah. That's why I keep forgetting to bloody sort out the timestamps for odds. But I'm making sure to advertise myself a bit. That's one issue I think I struggle with. But I suppose I'm just used to not bringing attention to myself too much. Yeah. I guess that's just an introvert thing, I guess? Something like that. Something like that I don't fully understand. I suppose there's lots in this world we don't all understand. That's why it don't hurt to maybe do a bit of research on some things. But make sure you do said research from trustworthy sources. And that sort of thing. What do we have for restful? Let's go with schedule. First, it is red. Oh, that's right. Yeah, Warframe. Yeah. Today we did Racing Crossworlds with a wheel, because when I made the schedule on the Sunday, I just didn't know. I knew I wanted to stream Warframe, knew I wanted to stream Monster Hunter, but I couldn't think of a third one. So just like, screw it, think of it on the day or something like that. But then on the Monday, I was like, I fancy Crossworlds, but I fancy doing something odd with it. And that's why I put the poll up on Twitter, Matt. And that led to a really fun time today, actually. Hope you all enjoyed it. Yeah. Friday. We're doing Warframe, cause the update comes out. The new update for it comes out on the Thursday. But I don't typically. Well, I don't really stream Thursday. So we'll cover it on the Friday. And Saturday, it's been a little while since we sat down and had a bit of Monster Hunter grinding. And I quite fancy trying to grind some talismans. And specifically, I want to try and see how much easier some of those 9-star hunts are with using only support hunters? Or something like that? Which, yeah, would be interesting little experimentation. Especially because they do get, well, they're a lot stronger than they used to be, and apparently they get an extra little bump in harder, like, endgame content anyway. So, yeah. So yeah, Saturday would be a bit of grinding, but also a bit of seeing how strong support hunters actually are. Which, considering that they were fairly strong, like, fairly good beforehand, like, they easily trump the follower system, like, from Sunbreak quite easily. But yeah, that's the schedule for the week. Yeah. You know what game what sequel I think the CPU controlled party members really did take a bit of a hit in? Titanic Scion. Like, cause in the OG Deus Ex Machina, by, like, your party members never really went down. Even against, like, some of the tough bosses. But in Titanic Scion, they just go down super quickly. Like, super quickly. Like, it's not like they were broken in the first game, because even though they were good at staying alive, they didn't do particularly much damage. Whereas Titanic Scion seems like it's gone the opposite way. Like, they die a lot quicker, but they can do a fair chunk of damage in some instances. Which, yeah, is kind of weird. I think if I do a third Deus Ex Machina game, which wouldn't surprise me because Titanic Scion was in the works for a while, so it wouldn't surprise me if Marvelous gave them the okay to do a third one. I think the AI should be like middle of where the two games are. But they're decent at survivability, but they can also do decent damage. Like, they're kind of jack of all trades, but they're not gonna trump the player in either aspect. But then again, in the defense of the first game, it was actually it was fairly easy to stay alive. Like, whereas in Titanic Scion, you do need to dodge a bit more. It is a lot easier to get hit, and you get hit harder too. And again, it could just be how my setup is, that I'm analytically a little bit squishier than I expected. And since sparing bullet doesn't do anything, on future playthroughs of that game, I'll probably just go, sod you, I want your damn satellite shield. That's probably why a lot of people's endgame builds involve a satellite shield, because it's just that good of a defensive option. I think another thing in Titanic Scion, Mirage abuse isn't as much of a thing. Cause, yeah, it's still useful. A, it doesn't feel like it does as much damage, and B, I don't know, feels slightly dumber. That, and it uses up your femtel way more quickly, and since you need that for like other things, it kind of makes Mirage feel a bit tricky to actually make good use of. I don't know if consumption rate is like affected by your femtel efficiency stat. I don't know. I'll have to bugger about in it at some point. And such. But, yeah. That's sort of something I'll screw about with in the odd time. If I remember to do it in between all my backlog. Good. That reminds me, like, did I actually put a proper, like, release date on the next Genshin update? Cause if that pops up, oh, okay, yeah, apparently it's on October 22nd. Is next Wednesday. I forget, they like to release their updates on Wednesdays. Their weekly reset is a Monday, but they like releasing their updates and events on a Wednesday. I suppose that kind of makes sense for live service games. They have like consistent release dates for things. Usually in line with a weekly update. But I suppose that depends on the game. Like, Destiny 2. Even though I don't really play it anymore, I'm very much aware that it does its weekly weekly resets and updates on a Tuesday. Unless it's like a hotfix or something, then they'll just plop it whenever. Still don't know what's gonna happen with that. But just remains to be seen sometimes. Just remains to be seen. Yeah, I'm legit getting a bit tired, so I think I'm gonna start wrapping things up for today. So, as always, thank you all for popping in and hanging out for a bit. Very much appreciate you doing so, and you are welcome back at any time, as I am more than glad to have you back at any time. In the meantime, I hope you all stay safe and have a wonderful rest of your day. And I don't know, go treat yourself something. You deserve it. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you on the Friday. Yep, I'll see you on the Friday for the new Warframe update. Which I'm definitely correct is coming out on Thursday. Actually comes out tomorrow. Either way, we'll cover it on Friday. I will whatever day the Warframe update comes out tomorrow, Thursday, I will see you Friday for the Warframe update. Alrighty, good night, everybody, and hope you have a wonderful rest of the day. Good night.